So, hello everyone. I'm Darya. I'm 15 years old. I'm a TKS innovator. I'm part of the best innovators program in the world where I learn real world skills and build my own project. I'm also a content creator. I have over 7,000 followers across all my social media platforms. I post daily content and something related to beauty and lifestyle. And apart from that, I'm a youth researcher in AI and independent thinking. So the main question for me always was, do we become dumber by constantly using AI? But if better phrase this question, it would sound like this. How can humans keep their ability to think, create, and solve problems in a world where AI can do everything for us? And exactly from those questions, my TKS journey began. The first step towards building my project was exploring. TKS taught me how curiosity and asking right questions may lead to creating something really meaningful. I started Googling everywhere and even asking ChatGPT, are there any cool companies working on what I explore? Are there any articles and playbooks in this field? Is there a solution to a problem I want to solve? And how can humans can live in the world fully by and not be affected by it and save human ability to think, to create, to solve while using AI tools? And it turned out that there is no solution for this problem. This is a problem I'm facing every day, to be honest. For example, when I want to write essays or come up with creative ideas, my brain just thinks maybe it's easier to go to ChatGPT and just get a ready answer. I'm sure many of you face it sometimes. So my journey started to just diving deeper in that problem and understanding what's actually going on. So I wrote my first article about it. If you're curious, you can check it by scanning this QR code. So in this article, I explored what is cognitive offloading. Basically, in short words, it means delegating your thoughts to a machine, and how multi-billion companies use our laziness to make millions and billions of money. For example, our favorite social medias as Instagram or TikTok, where you don't have to look for the videos, you're provided with a ready for you page. Or Gemini and ChatGPT, where you're basically getting ready answer within the seconds to any question you have. So my main insight from writing that article wasn't that we become lazier or dumber. It was that all we know is just 1% of this problem. It's a completely new field, nobody really exploring, because many people write how AI replaces jobs, but nobody really says how AI replacing our minds. So I decided to not just explore, but take action towards solving that problem. And what's the first step towards solving anything? Do you have any ideas? Maybe you can put in the chat. But as for me, I think to solve any problem, you have to first face that problem and realize that it actually exists. So I decided to identify that problem and simply writing this down on paper and be actually aware, what is the problem? Is it even a problem? And most people now might not realize, is this even a problem? Is it an actual problem? So adding a completely new field, I didn't have enough data. I wanted to create a survey to collect that data for my research. And I created the survey and I failed because there were wrong tasks, just basic math questions, no logic, no motivation to do those tasks. It was really, really boring. So I improved my survey. I researched what type of tasks. Yeah, there were boring tasks, no logic, and no insights for a person who takes that test. So my second attempt was building that test. I researched what type of task can measure our human skills, measure how we can think creatively, and how we relate to AI. And it worked because by asking just basic math question wasn't just wrong, it was a wrong thing to focus on. And here's what I did next. I created that test that measures how AI influences you, how it measures the way you solve problems, the way you can organize your time, events, and even meals. And this test gives you you can get your score after it. You can get personalized advice and even tips based on your score. And more of that, you become aware of the problem. So users don't actually see, okay, this problem is this. they can actually see on themselves, okay, maybe I can improve and there's some space for growth. So you can check it out by scanning this QR code. Yeah. And after that, I want to show you more how my test looks. So let me show. Yeah, so this is how AI influence task looks. As you can see, there are 5 tasks: Sudoku logic puzzle, meal planning challenge, creative thinking task, event organization task, and problem solving challenge. Starting from this is an easy task as it might seem. You don't need to use AI in this test, and basically you can see that you can answer this question, how you feel about this answer, are you confident, are you not. Next task is a bit harder, but I guess it's more interesting. It's related to meal planning challenge. Imagine you have to plan 3 days what to eat, and it has to be healthy, balanced, and within the budget. It would be easier to just ask AI to create that plan, and you'll get an answer within seconds. But when you try to do that yourself, it's really, really hard. So we can use AI in this task, and we can say yes. We can go to ChatGPT, for example, and then ask this question, okay, here's the task we're doing, here are the instructions, please help. So yeah, I guess less than 5 seconds we got an answer, and we can just simply copy paste that. But if you want, you can just do yourself, but it would take much more time. And based on like the time you spend, your score also like evaluates the time you spend on each task, like the effectiveness of the task. So for example, we can write their eggs omelet and fill out everything later. Yeah, I'm not that confident in this answer. I guess like 70. So after that, there is a different tab that really that you can see there's more based like on creativity. Uh, Honestly, this is my favorite task because we have to list their 10 creative uses for a paperclip. You can also use AI to help you or do yourself. After that, we move to the next question. Is event organization challenge. Imagine you're an event maker and you have to organize an event where you have to plan, where you have to plan your money, budget, resources, where you have to promote it and even create an execution plan. You can do it yourself, or whether you can do it with AI help. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, where is the test? After that, we can go back to our presentation. Yeah, but I would love to. Sorry. The test just disappeared. Okay. After that test, you get really lots of data based on what your answers, what you said, and you get even some tips. So yeah, here's the AI influence test. There's an article I wrote about it, and you can check the data you get after it. So I might find that article and I want to show it to you. So yeah. Yeah, here it is. And also I didn't show you, but this is the answer you get after you complete that test. So as you can see, there is like AI influence index, cognitive load relief, creativity, originality, problem solving. And you get so much data. So even after that, there are tasks. The final tag that I also didn't show you is a cognitive research survey where you have to find a solution for a real problem. For example, it's related to air pollution. You have to find 3 solutions to that problem. What can humans do in order to solve that problem? And we can go back to our presentation. So yeah, we took a look. So to sum up, what I'm not saying like to stop using AI and to just go and delete ChatGPT. I really want to say that we can shape a future where AI makes us better, not weaker. A future where we don't outsource our minds, but augment them. And this test is just the first step towards bigger goal, building that generation that thinks independently, even in a world where thinking is optional. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Here's my LinkedIn. Let's connect.
Okay, perfect. So there is one question in the chat from Rex Griffin. You talked a bit on different impacts of AI, so balancing out strengths and limitations. Do you always think it's more positive, negative, or continually changing? Just what's your perspective on the topic?
Oh yeah, this is such an interesting question. So as for me, I guess it's more positive than negative because people have more opportunities than ever in the world before. They can build businesses, they can build their own companies just by talking to AI. And I guess it's really depends on person because everyone uses AI differently. Everyone has a different perspective, whether to just do their homework or maybe understand what's actually going on behind the task and how to improve that skill.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank you,
thank you so
Darya.
much. Okay,
Yeah,
great
thank you so
talk.
much for having me.
Thank you.
There is always an opportunity to contribute to the discussions that we have at EnviroCast Geo. If you are interested in attending or even speaking at a future conference, learn more at geo.envirocast.org. We're excited to hear your insights.